found out.
All right, here we go.
Because we have a social life.
I have a social life too, but I also have EP. Unlike
All right, Cam fam.
every time.
How y'all doing? Okay, we're back for another week of EverMore. One of our members is not here, as you can see, but he'll be here shortly. We're going to go ahead and get started. Guys, who would like to attempt
Yep.
to get some EP?
Yep.
I think Stitch should go,
Go ahead and put me in there.
so we can recap his
Put him
All right,
in.
so we just have one taker?
Yep.
Oh, Stitch do it. Stitch, you should
You
do
know
it.
what? I will
Stitch
too.
would not do it today.
All right, we got two takers. Stitch is not attempting?
Not feeling the day, man.
All right.
I can't remember the first quarter though.
Okay, well.
Yes, I can. I remember.
You want to call it? Even or odd, dude?
Make a call.
You can go.
All right, even.
Okay, all right, that's what we got.
All right, cool.
It's easier.
Last time on EverMore. We left up the city and started doing some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Adventuring and whatnot, as people would say, as Wahuru does. No. We started adventuring, but we were looking for. While we were adventuring, there was this, like, I guess, an illusion that happened to us, and the two of y'all apparently knew that nothing was going on, except for there was actually one guy who was causing an illusion, but we saw snakes, so we were just fighting some snakes and whatnot, and then
Fake snake.
then you got hit in the head. That was funny. And then one of our members got taken. Some might even say caught, but we'll get there. So one of our members got taken. And so we started looking for them. And while we went on that wild goose chase and went into this cave-like thing, and Matatopa so bravely decided to watch the front.
Gotta do it.
We explored the cave and did some puzzles. The halflings did, and things like that.
Those were the best.
Then we finally were able to go through the cave, and we found this mirror and this fire, and also this huge rat that was about the size of a cat. I don't know why it was so big, but whatever. Anyway, stuff happened there. We started the fire, went through the mirror, which was kind of like a portal. The other side started stalking the people again. Then we had the bright idea to start flying, although when we flew, somebody didn't stealth fly. So they shot at us, and me, with my great thespian skills, was able to trick the enemy into thinking that when he hit me, I was down. Really, I didn't even feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, ah, you know.
You were a little bit wounded.
Yeah, I was all right. But then our buddy Stitch was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Since they're shooting at me in the air, I'm gonna land right in enemy territory
And hide in the tree.
and try to hide in front of a tree. Then he circled the tree and found some arrows in his direction. Anyway, let's just say it did not bode well for Stitch. So we ended up finding a lead as to where Stitch may have been. We followed that. Well, three of us followed that out, and they found out that there's a little sort of like bastion there with like quite a few people. I can tell you which they had. Once everyone started splitting up, there was one with like 7 goblins, a large elon woman, and 2 green-clad elons. And then there was the 2 green-clad elons and 6 goblins. So that was the 2 different bastions where they had one person and the other one had Stitch. And so now we are going after Stitch, who is currently caught.
Well,
He also was put to sleep because, you know, he was ever so vigilant in his trip around the tree.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he got
All right.
laughed at.
Yeah.
Full on just laughed at.
Okay, I'll give you 1 EP. Does anybody have anything that they like to add to that?
There was I want to say, not dwarf. Gnome.
Okay.
I
What
feel
about the
like
gnome?
that was also captured and was taken away by the other party, which is our dilemma between Stitch, who has made multiple bad decisions, not saying or this poor helpless little child. It's probably a man. It's probably a grown man, but they're small. Anyway.
Just like you.
Well, I'm 3 foot. They're like 2. Alright, could be supplied.
Okay.
Semantics.
All right. So, do you know anything about the
gnome?
Gnome?
I can't remember its name, but the...
Did you not write it down?
I probably wrote it down on the wrong side. That's alright. Anyway, so the black-clad lady. So the person who took it was in black. Hold on, let me finish this. Right? The person that took it was also in blackish armor, and seemed to be upset that it didn't get to kill an elf and take its head, because I don't know, he's kind of weird like that. But they seem to.
I don't know. He's kind of weird.
I will give you 1 EP.
Yeah.
I would have given you 2 if you would have known names.
I'm at 160.
You guys are lacking a little bit of the specifics here.
I don't need specifics.
Okay, so
They were there. What's up, Cam Fam?
What? Do you have something to add?
Mm-mm.
Last chance.
Wait.
All right, cool.
I don't know how to say that.
Say it to the best of your ability.
With English words.
English.
Zendayla Tess?
Who are you referring to?
The one in black, I think.
Yeah, you didn't write that down.
Or no.
Yeah, you didn't write that down. He
blade.
said.
There was what?
Or in the blade was the human who captured them. There was Meduna.
Okay. Cam family is not getting it quite right. So I'm not sure who you're referring to, but that's not who we had encountered.
Are we gonna call him Cam Family now? That just seems.
No,
like
that's what we. Where have you
really
been, bro?
bad.
That's what it was with Cam Fan. I apologize for him.
All right.
He hasn't
So-
been here.
All right, guys. We're going to pick up. And what was the last thing that we did?
Decided to help Stan.
And we were
We
going
finalized
to,
it.
We were going to camp.
Yeah.
All right. So let's
And
go
we
ahead
said we're
and.
not allowed to cook.
All right. So how are we setting up camp?
I don't want to watch again. I'm not trying to get attacked by no fake snakes.
Okay. So I guess
Sleep.
Mototopo will take the first watch.
That sucks. I would totally have Stitch watch, but you know.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing that for quite a while.
Yeah.
All right. So Mototopo will take first watch. Who's got second?
Not I said the
Belac. Y'all both got high.
insights.
Kyle can
Magic
take second watch
resistance.
then.
Okay.
Kyle's
Alright.
insight is.
He's
Not very good.
pretty good.
And then,
Better than mine, I'll tell you that.
so why don't two people take the third watch?
I guess I will take a watch
I'll
with.
take it with him.
Okay. All right. Okay. Nothing happened during Mototopo's watch.
Cool.
Wait, add both? Add the...
You're just rolling the
Just
12 and let me know.
Just go. 4.
Oh, plus.
Okay.
It's his die.
Oh, it's
Nothing
just
happened.
it's just the 12s. You
I'm
don't
just having
want.
you just roll a 12. I'm
Yeah,
not
just
about
the
the
12.
inside, just mine.
Oh, well, I got a 9.
I got a 2.
And
That's 11.
okay, good. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
All right.
I might have needed that 9. What are you doing, bro?
So all through the night, nothing happens.
Sleep like babies.
All right. So we get up in the morning.
I guess
What are we doing
let's rise and shine. Let's start doing this.
Go after the
Let's go ahead and
poor Stitch.
Okay, so how are we doing
get
that?
into it.
We should track them. Go back to where we last saw them and pick up their footsteps.
Well,
Okay.
well, okay.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, I mean that works.
All right, so let's take a journey back. I mean, we wouldn't have gone too far away from that spot anyway. You know, so I figure 10, 15 minutes, we're back there. Now that we're there, what?
We're gonna track them. I'll roll
Someone's.
survive them.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Are you sure you want to roll survive?
No, but I got an 11.
What you got? 11. Okay.
No, 12 actually.
So you're not really seeing much
Kaliff should do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We all lost.
Kaliff.
20.
Okay. Kaliff comes to the rescue and picks up a trail.
Good job, Kaliff.
So
Doing real good here, Chief.
The main man.
he sees the footprints heading off, and we are tracking the larger of the groups.
Dope.
That's the one that has Stitch.
That is the one that has
That's
Stitch.
a great idea.
All right.
Why
Ah,
don't we go for the other one? It's smaller.
I don't think
About-
we should do that.
Just for training.
30 minutes later,
I don't want to lose Stitch.
the terrain gets a little bit rougher.
Oh, we gotta do another survival roll.
Let's go ahead and do another roll, please.
Let's see if we
I
can.
got it.
Let's see if we got this.
That's it. Nah, it's an 18.
All right. Well,
we
my
went what?
18.
my triad brother, let me help
So-
you out.
What was that?
15.
I seem to have gone blind.
I see. Yeah. Triad brother. What are you talking about?
Ooh, I got it.
There is no trap.
Oh, okay. So the train was getting a little rough. We got a little bit lost, but then Rasitlian
The greatest.
got some
halfling.
eagle eyes out,
But
and
get out of here.
so he was able to get us back on trail. All right. Right now, we're going uphill. I mean, it's hilly, but it's not like mountainous.
Okay.
Any particular thing you're doing? Anybody has weapons out? How are you guys marching? What's
Depends,
the
like-
order here?
Well,
like,
I
are
am
we-
third.
How close are we to them? Like,
You don't know.
I'm smack
You
dab.
can-
side
you
and
can
the
roll.
side.
I would probably do a survival.
I
No,
I'm in a stealth-
because you're not the one asking. He's the one asking.
Oh, that's good.
What's survival?
Because at this point you're tracking them, sort of like we're hunting them.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Dang, I get a +2 to stealth.
All right.
So what did you roll?
I'm gonna roll that now. 17.
Okay. Your best guess would be that we're probably about 2 hours behind them.
Okay.
What's the order?
I'm third.
Me.
First.
And then
She should go first.
me.
And
Well,
then
I'm the
Kaliff.
one tracking right now.
And then Kaliff.
Yeah.
Oh,
me,
yeah,
Alright.
that's true.
Kaliff.
And then so you, Kaliff, you.
Then Vandra.
Vandra, and then
I'll do
Belac.
Belac,
or
and then
Manitoba.
Manitoba. Okay.
And then Stitch is way far ahead.
Yeah, man.
2 hours. Okay.
Already there.
Good job, bro.
Okay.
Wonder if
Alright.
you've woken up yet.
Got a head start.
So, how are we doing it?
I'm stealthing.
I'm stealthing as well. Do I need to roll
Well,
at this
I'm
point?
attempting this.
Okay, so
Wait, we don't even know if we're close.
if we
Yeah, no.
think we're about 2 hours
we're about
away.
2 hours away.
Oh,
So,
oh,
so we're not
okay.
stealthing if
I'll
they're
walk
Oh, no,
over.
no, no, no.
Columbus.
In that case, we need
Yeah.
to track, but we need double time to overtake them.
Okay, all right, very good.
So double
Very
time
good.
for about an hour or so.
All right, so
And
we need
then
to push
stealth
our
for like
speed up a little
15
bit.
minutes.
Okay, everybody roll a prowess roll.
Ooh. Come on, I rolled a 4 for me.
That'd be 13
For me.
19 what you got?
and
27.
6.
Okay.
Where is it? It'd be 23 for him.
Okay, so everybody is doing very well. We're running through the woods pretty good, and then we hear, "Ow! Ow! Hold on, guys! Hold on!"
You pulled
And we
muscle,
look
he didn't
back.
stretch.
And Belac has turned his ankle.
Oh.
You gotta stretch,
And
bro.
he
Just
is-
see your ankle,
so,
bro?
How you gonna break your own ankles?
He's feeling a little sore.
Man.
We're fine, guys.
walk it
I'll
off.
just use my arms. It's fine.
And you're unable to walk on it.
Let's mend that boy.
Okay.
Wait, no. Let me mend.
Yeah, let him miss.
I get a +1 to mending.
What's your mend?
With anatomy. My mend is 17.
Dang, you beat me by
Oh, yeah.
1.
Oh, yeah.
Plus.
And I
He's
get a
got it.
+1 with anatomy, so it's 18.
Okay. So
Oh yeah, he's got it.
go ahead and make a roll.
20.
All
I
right.
should have
What-
rolled.
Now,
I rolled a 2.
What would you be doing?
If his leg was twisted?
Yeah.
Well, first I would bandage it. Like I would try to like put it straight and then wrap it.
What do you have to wrap it with?
I got you. I got some bandages.
There we go.
Well, it's like rope.
Okay, so you don't have bandages. Does anybody in this party
We
have
get some
bandages?
cloth. We can get some cloth, right? We got
do
some
you
cloth.
have cloth?
I have cloth.
Okay.
We can use cloth, right?
Yeah.
I
You have cloth?
have cloth.
Okay. All right.
Tie
So-
that sucker.
Okay. All right.
I also have
Oh,
fishing
wait.
line.
Oh wait,
I
do we
have
have
fishing line if you need it.
do we have anything to clip it on him?
Well, you could just tie a knot in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
have
we're
fishing
roughing
line.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
Here's
ain't
some
gotta be
fishing
pretty.
line.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't need a fishing line. I'm good.
All right.
Sure.
So you're up. Belac is fine. Well, you're not fine. You're still sore.
Yeah.
So
We could. Never mind.
Do you need
What are you
like
thinking?
a
I can
cane or
wrap it
some
out. It's
sort?
fine.
No, I was just gonna say we can.
How much do you
but
weigh?
There's no wound.
Yeah,
There's
no.
open wound.
all right.
He's like
20 pounds, roughly.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really light.
You want a piggyback ride?
Yeah, sure. Well, plus my stuff, so that'd be like
This would be like 45 at
100.
most.
Yeah, it's about
Wait, you have a
40 pounds.
lot of
You don't have
pounds?
a ton of
Oh
stuff.
wait,
Oh.
hold on. I can carry a lot. That's not how much I have. Yeah, still around there.
Yeah.
100? Come on.
Well, no,
I
it's
can
not.
carry 90.
Yeah, but it's not. You're not.
Well, yeah, I'm not there yet. But
Yeah.
I'm
Because you're
close
not
to
you're
it.
not in like heavy
I'm gonna
armor
go
or
find
anything
him a
like that.
walking stick.
Yeah, I'm close to it.
I'm gonna
Okay.
find you a walking stick, bro.
Go ahead and roll prowess again as we try to pick back up.
Yeah, that's what I like.
You don't need to roll because you're being carried. What did you get?
Oh,
19.
oh crap, that was 5.
Did you roll a 1?
22.
22.
Yeah,
Okay.
for him.
All right. Doing pretty well. Have Kaliff roll a percentage, please.
Percentage.
Yeah. You just went over this.
No, not that one. This one. Okay. 17.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So he says, hey
I
guys,
needed this.
slow down. Something feels wrong.
I'm going to whisper back. What's up?
I'm gonna roll insight.
Okay. What are you rolling insight for?
To check the surroundings.
Okay. What are you checking for?
Something strange, like something that wouldn't be. Well, I wouldn't know would be in this area because it's different. Just for like something that sticks out.
Okay. All right.
26.
Yeah, you see a really,
26.
really cool looking tree.
No, you actually see a body.
Hold on.
Yeah, boy. The inside roll.
Okay.
That is a very
Um,
interesting tree.
Seems to be lifeless.
You come across an area with signs of struggle, and you find one dead elon that has been stripped of armor,
Dang it!
and 3 dead goblins.
Any stuff
Are they
on it?
stripped?
Does it seem to?
I'm
that they-
checking.
Roll an insight on them. 18.
Okay. Were you also trying to check one of
Yeah.
them? Okay.
Rolled an 11. 25.
Oh, okay.
That was such a good roll.
So on one of the dead goblins, you actually find weapon oil
Ooh.
and 5 D8 bronze pieces.
Whoa!
And no, not you.
T8 bronze.
Should I roll?
You don't actually find anything on your 2.
Yeah.
Should I roll
figured.
5d?
Thing, that's tough.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait.
Roll 5 D8.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't
20.
check the other one.
You only check one.
Because there's 3, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see anything.
No, this one's 8. Okay. 7. 4. 11. 5. 11. 15. 16. 22.
That's
That's
it.
4.
That's 5.
That's 5.
That's
That's
5.
5. Okay, 22.
Okay, 22 bronze pieces.
Okay.
That's what you find.
I'm writing that as party loot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It is.
hold on. No, I found it.
And he had to roll for it.
All right. Okay, so What
So
we
What
weapon
they get
oil and 22 bronze pieces.
what are we doing here?
Stitch doesn't get any.
I'm gonna.
He wasn't here.
Oh yeah, he wasn't here for
He
it.
wasn't.
Body loot.
I'm gonna
Nah.
check to see if they're the same people from
You aren't currently with us.
the group with Stitch.
Okay. How would you check?
Well, just to see if they like seem the same.
I would-
Because
Do
we
you
saw them.
remember? Please stop. Do you remember anything specific about them from last session?
Like maybe
There was-
perhaps.
There were seven.
Oh, we can't help.
There were 7
No,
goblins.
shit.
Well, there were 7 goblins, and there were 2 clad elons.
Okay. Do you remember anything about like maybe the armor that they were wearing?
Well, the
Anything
clad elon was green. The armor was
Who's that?
the green clad armor, and the goblin it was. I didn't have any armor written down, but
Okay.
the thing had.
Then
green
you're
clad
not sure. But here's the thing. Roll learning.
armor. 9.
Sorry.
9.
Your learning
Okay,
is
Then you have no idea.
your learning is garbage. No, I'm just kidding.
So what are we doing?
I guess we carry on more cautiously now.
Street trash.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Just
Alright.
gloss over the bodies.
I
Yeah.
mean, okay. So
We could burn the bodies.
I'll
Make
see
sure
what-
there aren't any,
We
like-
don't want
We
the
can make sure
enemies
there aren't any
knowing.
diseases or anything going around.
We don't want to make the smoke for the enemies to see.
We
That's
can
behind
send
true.
it down now, so then they think we're still there. So then we could go the other direction.
Yeah. probably
We're not burning the bodies. Let's keep
Okay.
it moving.
So,
I'll hit you with
moving
my
where?
ultimate spell. Create what? No, I'm kidding.
moving where?
With the track, I rolled a 19 to find it again.
You're not really seeing anything. It just you're stuck in the confusion of what's going on. Maybe somebody else can help
Nope.
you.
My brother, let me try and show you
Yeah,
the way.
nah.
I don't know the way.
All right. So,
Ooh, I'm trying to focus really hard, and
It-
it's 22.
okay. All right. With some concentration, you're able to discern that there are 2 different paths.
Oh,
Um,
great.
We should have.
One
No, never mind.
seems to go off to the right, but it's actually going a little bit downhill, and one is going off to the left and a little bit uphill.
Alright, boys, we gotta think about this strategically.
Okay, how about this?
Which
Can
way
we
would a
investigate
giant
the
group-
footprints themselves?
Roll it.
Is it survival? 22.
Okay. You're not sure.
Okay.
Let's roll for left or right.
Like, there's no way the footprints are facing that I'm sure of.
No, I mean you know that the footprints are going in the different paths. You just with that roll you couldn't
Oh.
distinguish much with the footprints. Maybe the ground is too
Why'd
hard.
you roll a d4?
Something like that.
There's only
Okay,
one
so
that's good.
what are we doing? Are we going left or right, guys?
Well, we were going uphill when we were following them.
So go downhill.
Well, we have to think. Even if they were the goblins that just died, that's what?
Well, way are they
There are
facing?
four
Wait, what
goblins.
way
Four
are
goblins
the?
left and
4 goblins, 1 elon,
What are-
black clad armor.
What way is the bodies facing?
And the sleeping Stitch.
The bodies are just sort of thrown around. I
Dang.
mean, they weren't treated with very much respect.
Okay.
You got to figure it's middle of war. You guys wouldn't take the time if you're looting something to position it in a certain way.
I burned the body. And make
So-
sure no diseases get around.
What are we doing here?
I
That's
say
how
we
the
go
Black
uphill.
Plague started.
Okay. Are we? This is my topa. Are we trying to continue our search for Stitch, or do we want to try to figure out what attacked the group we
Stitch.
were following?
All of the above.
Stitch. Because that's our whole objective right now. That's the whole reason that we're here, is just go find Stitch. Let's find Stitch. If we happen across this again, then we can like investigate when we get there. But right now, the only thing I want is to get Stitch and leave.
I agree, but we don't know how powerful the group is that we're going up against, and if they have enemies in the area, maybe we can make them our allies.
Yeah, but there's still also a chance that they're injured right now, and we don't want to waste it for them to mend or heal.
Okay.
And
All right.
they might be stopped,
Right,
and
so
we
you
don't
have
know if
one-
they could
So we
kill
have one
Stitch,
vote
like,
for
anyway.
Stitch and one
Okay.
vote for helping.
I feel like I could.
No, I want to go. I want to find Stitch first.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
we're gonna go up the hill. Is that what we're saying? Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm gonna try something. Where's the spell list?
Yeah.
Don't worry about what I'm trying to do.
All right. So as we are going, are you doing something like you're gonna do something while we're there?
We're here, yeah.
Okay. All right. So hold on. Please stop.
Dang it. I don't have it.
What you looking for?
Okay.
I'm looking for an animal.
Animal Scout? Is that what you're looking for?
Or are you looking for something specific?
Yeah.
Animal ally.
Yeah, scout. Well, I'm looking for like an animal scout, but
Animal ally.
no, that's a fighting person.
Oh. Seems to be one.
Can I roll
Tier
to see-
1?
Is it tier 1?
Animal
Yeah,
Scout.
Animal Scout's
Oh.
tier 1.
You went right past it.
Yeah, it's on the first page actually.
You know what? Bye.
It's right there.
Okay.
First page, third one down.
All right.
Okay.
I'm looking for an animal scout.
Okay.
So I guess I have to roll insight.
Gets the three-legged.
And it's a amazing squirrel.
Gets the three-legged pigeon.
It was a 1.
Gets a one-legged cat.
Okay. Well, I mean, no. Oh, you were rolling because of when Matatopa does the roll. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Okay. That's something different.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, animal scout.
All right. Okay. And so let's see. It would be odd or even.
Odd.
Okay. All right. So about 5 minutes after you do that, as we're starting to begin our walk, you hear some ruffling in the trees and look up, and there is a pet, some type of feline.
Hey.
Hey, at least it's not a dog.
So I'm gonna pet it. Well, I'm gonna call to it to
Okay.
come to me and then pet
Alright.
it. Then I'm gonna tell it to scout the trail that we're not going on
Scout the down.
and give me some information. We're gonna be coming up this trail,
Okay.
but don't get hurt. That's what I'm gonna tell the scout to do.
All right. Okay. So we're going to continue down one trail, and it's going to go down the other.
Mhm.
All right. We go get
That's what I'm gonna do.
this camera fell.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's do some technical difficulties here, Cam fam.
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
No.
I'm exhausted.
Okay. We'll get good scrub.
No, you.
No, you.
Incorrect.
Incorrect times 2 combo
Divided by 14.
times 100
Guys, come on
combo
in.
No, it's square rooted
Hurry up.
by
to
itself.
the infinite power.
Okay.
You know what? We're gonna take the infinite power
What should I
and we're
do?
gonna put it into PEMDOS. I don't know what I'm doing in PEMDOS.
No, you don't.
But it's there. Alright.
It doesn't.
And once you're in PEMDOS, there's nothing you can do about it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Turn shit around.
What?
I really don't. Got some. Hey, have a seat.
Hello, Camp Fam.
Hello.
What's up?
Welcome.
All right. Okay, now that we are all here.
My apologies.
Wahoo.
Okay.
I guess.
So, Davey, fill them in quickly.
Alright, so what we're at is we're at a path right now because we've been tracking him, and we just went past 4 dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It was 3 goblins and an elon. It didn't seem that they were from this. I mean, like what I rolled didn't seem. I don't know. I couldn't tell if they were the bodies. So there was a downways path and an upways path to left and right, and then we took the one up. But he just called animal scouts to search the one at the bottom, and that's where we are. You're welcome.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we're going up the hill. Things are getting a little bit more difficult. Not as many trees, much more boulders, things like that. All right. Everybody needs to do a prowess roll, followed by a survival, and give me both of those, please.
Together or separate?
You can roll them. Just tell me them.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah, but are they like combined or no?
No. They're not combined.
20 and 23.
Okay.
All right. My prowess was 21, and my survival was 18.
Okay.
I rolled 4 both
22
times.
and
You gotta survive.
Your survival was the 14?
yeah.
Okay.
My prowess was 22.
All right.
Survival 11. Prowess 19.
Are you still carrying him?
Oh no! I had to call a scout. I had to concentrate.
Okay, so you put him down. Okay.
Plus I
all right.
went to search the body.
Okay.
Like
All right.
down.
So,
I'm not about to carry him no more. You
Also
good?
prowess 19.
okay. So, we're walking along pretty well. Go up over a boulder. All right.
Twist my
And
other ankle.
the rest of us come down pretty smooth and begin to continue on. And we hear, oh!
Again?
All right.
Oh my.
You two actually stepped in a trap. And
With
it
your
was, it looked like the ground. It was just natural covering, but it was actually a pit. So
And
I
are
want
there
you
spikes?
to, no, it's not, no spikes.
Alright, we're good.
You're going to take 2d8 worth of damage because you're only falling 20 feet.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, I just took 11 damage.
That's unfortunate.
Wait, I'm falling? Why can't I just impulse my wings?
Say what?
If I'm falling, I just wing and then not fall.
Well, your wings have to sprout. Oh no,
Yeah.
you'd have to sprout them, right?
And then he can just do that
That takes
impulsively.
3 APR.
You could do feather falling or whatever.
And-
Yeah, you could have got
Better
better
than playing a
calling,
scar.
and then you
You
would
could
be in
have
a
done that
situation.
because that would be a free action.
Oh, okay.
See?
But yeah.
Well,
It comes in handy.
took the 11.
I can't do it.
yeah.
I don't have a.
So did you take your
Yeah.
damage?
Okay, so 2d8.
Yep.
Oh come on! I rolled an 8.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
that's the
Roll
one time you
one.
don't want to
Roll
roll
one.
max.
10.
You still took less than him.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about it, huh?
You still took less than it. Oh.
So, okay.
Jerk.
All right. So let's
The bright side.
guys, let's try to help get them out.
Me at least.
I'm just
I
gonna
got
jump
you with
out.
that used
And
rope.
what
Wait,
I'm
how
gonna
tall is it?
do-
20?
Yes,
Wait,
it's
wait,
20.
it's only 20 feet?
Uh huh.
Oh, you
Is
can
it
just
cramped?
jump
Yeah, I mean it's not a huge hole.
But I can fit in it.
You can fit in it, yeah, but I mean it's not like, you can't flare wings out and fly.
Okay,
If
I'm
that's
jumping
what
out
you're
with
trying to
him.
Okay.
up. He can
Alright.
do that.
Wait, same, wait, we're in the same hole?
Yeah, yeah, you guys fell down the
Oh,
same
I
hole.
thought we were in
Nice.
different holes.
He's
Okay.
out.
All right, no, you guys
Thank
are
you.
not.
Oh.
Do a prowess roll.
Ah.
Ah, come on. You got this one, Jack.
It was almost a 12.
Oh, can I reach my hand down to try and grab him while he jumps up?
Hold on.
It was a 19.
I'm gonna lasso him.
So you scoop them up and you go to jump and the ground is grabbing
Oh,
your feet.
dang.
What?
It's a spell.
Oh no.
I'm gonna cast a rope. Not cast rope. I'm gonna throw in some rope. and
I
I'm
have
gonna
a
fly.
rope. We can throw it up at each other.
Okay. All right.
Dope. Now I'm holding two. and
So-
he's holding two.
You're gonna.
He's throwing one
Yeah,
on mine.
you're not. You're not helping the rope. How about the two of us?
I'm real strong. What's
What's your carrying capacity?
All
Like 30?
75.
Ah.
We can all three pull on the rope.
Just so you can feel it.
No, I'm just
I
gonna bear
appreciate,
straight
I
tail.
appreciate the sentiment though.
Well,
Honestly, you
okay,
you were
then
there
how
to
about
jump
this?
in.
Mhm.
Since we're doing this,
Roll down for
keep
real.
it quiet. Why don't you check around and make sure nobody's coming up on our rear?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Alright.
Okay,
Nice.
are they holding
Um,
on to me?
Actually,
Yeah, he's holding you in the rope, and we're going to try to pull you out.
Yeah, but like,
Okay.
is the thing holding on to me?
No, it's not.
Yeah, the ground. It's
No,
holding
no,
on.
no.
Just mine.
Just him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
So
it's when
could
you
I,
try
like-
to force your way out.
So you're just gonna climb over me to get up?
Just shield me.
Roll prowess.
That's
Do
wrong.
do you have climb?
No, dang it.
Roll prowess.
That is wrong.
Bro, if you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
some
I
stuff
did.
like that,
No,
I
you did
have
say you were
climb.
going to do
No,
it.
I said,
That's wrong.
could I?
Okay. If
I'm not going
can,
to,
but-
because my prowess is nowhere near good enough
okay,
for that.
all right. Okay.
But that
after I tried to save him,
But that would be hilarious.
that's the last time I
Just
tried
like-
to save him.
just hold on and we'll take you.
All right.
Just like
so
rocket,
It'd be
just like
bad if you were just
So
stuck there.
we're going to roll prowess to see if we can get you guys out of there.
Do I have to roll
Go ahead and roll. You guys don't do anything.
Oh, dang it. I
Oh,
got a
thanks.
I know, right?
I know,
24
21.
for insight around.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
All right. So
Or-
and you got 21.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. All right. So and I do 25. All right. So they're halfway up. Roll it again.
Nice.
We don't have to roll anything?
No. I mean you're just sort of.
Okay.
I
getting
put
pulled
more
up.
spin on it and I got a lower number, 20.
Yeah. 3, man.
That's how that
Man,
works.
this should have been combat.
Right?
Jeez, got another 12.
Dang.
Okay. So you guys are out. You needed to roll.
I already rolled a 20, so.
No, roll it so I can see it, please.
Oh my gosh. Alright. It's just 18.
Okay. All right. As we get you guys up, you notice a female gnome and a young human watching us from the tree line.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm gonna not shout it out, but I'm gonna tell you guys that. And then I'm gonna look at them and make sure they don't run away.
Okay. Are you're just sort of looking?
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
gonna do anything. Not yet.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
You said a female gnome and a human?
No, a human male.
Did my leg get messed up again? Like,
In the fall.
Can I roll
Did you tell
insight
us where
and
they
see
are?
what culture they
Did-
look like
did
they're
you-
from?
Did you tell us where they are? Did you tell us where they're
Okay.
at?
Well, yeah, I told you
just
everything.
lost 2 EP. Please take it off. All right. So, you told them where they were.
Yes.
Okay.
Then
I'm gonna roll insight and see what culture they're from. Another 4. 20.
You don't know.
All right.
I mean, here's the thing. You don't really see them well.
Right.
You know, it's just a gnome and a human.
Right.
There's nothing to tell you anything about that.
can I try and...
What?
No, I'm not gonna try that.
I mean, might as well just talk to them.
Yeah.
They're
What are you
looking at
gonna
us. So I'm gonna,
I'm just gonna stealth out.
and we'd be like, "What's up? How are you?" I mean, cause like, what else, right?
Right.
Hey,
He's not
hi.
very
All right.
charismatic.
Sounds good.
I'm not. I mean, I gotta roll with what it is. In Dwarven.
Oh, and okay, all right. Why would you choose Dwarven?
Because out of the languages that I do know, the ones I would take a chance with is Dwarven, Halfling, and Oromo. So, That was my order. I
say
was just
try
gonna do
worm.
dwarven, then I was gonna do halfling, and then a Romo. Just
I say
in
try worm.
Okay.
No.
So, all right. In dwarven, you hear back. I don't know. Are you guys with them Kushites over there?
Oh no. We
Oh
are
no, we
definitely
despise the
not.
Kushites.
Wait, do you know dwarven?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dope! Yeah.
Yeah.
Triad brothers. Yeah, we not about it. We actually had another person who spoke dwarven.
Okay.
Yeah, he's caught, as the
Alright.
dwarves say.
And so you get, each of you have a hand laid on your back. Roll magic resistance.
Oh my. Okay, that's not.
Well, that didn't work out so well.
How did I roll a 1?
Oh.
9.
Shit.
Do I get turned into a chess piece again?
So
15.
15.
Sorry, my finger was bleeding.
Shut the door.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Well, you are clearly telling the truth, says the dwarf who steps from behind you guys and turns to you. And he looks you up and down, and you can see he's a relatively young-looking dwarf. He's got long black hair that hangs down in 3 black braids. And he's wearing heavy armor. And he has a shield, which he's putting away. And he has a mace at his side.
I'm running our Solomudorf.
Hello.
Okay.
I don't know that saying.
It's,
Oh, my
But-
apologies. That's Zulu. Peace and greetings.
Zulu, I haven't been up that way. He grabs your hand and he says, War Whistle Stop here.
Oh, war
Well, you're a fine specimen of a rorgn?
yes.
Yes. All right. You got more than a little dwarf in you, I see.
Well, you know, I take after my mother.
Ah, she must be a handsome one.
She, yeah, handsome.
All right.
That's his mom.
And he looks over. He waves his companions on. And the female gnome steps out, comes right over. She is chubby as most gnomes are, with dark brown skin. Roll your insight.
21.
25.
Okay. By the way she carries herself, you guys get the sense that she would be considered extremely pretty by her people, and with those roles, you guys are actually a little taken with her as well.
Hey, what it is, girl? What your name is? You know what I'm saying?
Amani
Trying to get with a
Gonzalez.
handsome one, right? You know? Yeah, real persuasion.
So she comes up to you and she looks at the dwarf and she says, Worrell, what we got here?
What did she spell out?
Worrell, his name is Worrell. It's WORRREL.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Whistle Stop.
Mm-hmm.
WHISTLE. Actually, it's Whistle Top. TOP.
Oh, Whistle Top.
And he is a for 1 EP. Who can tell me what type of dwarf they think he is?
Long black hair, heavy armor shield. Oh,
The
the
winged one. I can't remember the name.
the one with the.
What?
It's the winged.
The Soren dwarves.
You think he's winged? Okay.
I
He's
don't.
soaring?
I
Okay.
don't think he's soaring.
The sword.
No, I need the sheet
No,
because I
it's
know
the
which one it is.
awful-
It's the. Oh no! You know which one I'm talking about.
What?
So do I. I don't know the name.
Oh, this is triggering.
Okay.
No. I have it written. I have it written somewhere. No.
Okay. It's alright. There'll be other opportunities. He is a shield.
Yes!
dwarf.
I was gonna say shield. I was like, that was
I
too
gave you a
forward.
clue. I said
I was gonna say
yes.
shield. And I was like, that's too forward. So
I'm trying.
I was gonna be like defensive or something because I was like,
trying.
shield is way too forward, but I want to say
He's
shield.
trying.
Shield. Oh, it's not
Yeah.
a shield.
So he's a shield dwarf. And like you're off screen. Come over this way a little bit.
So sweet.
Man, come on, bro. I mean, just because you caught don't mean you can't miss out on the episode.
Okay. All right.
Gosh.
All right. So, she, for 1 AP,
I'm not
What
really
type of
familiar with gnomes.
gnome do you think she might be?
The cute
Garden
kind.
gnome?
The cute kind.
I mean, that's what I found.
Nice try.
Did you just say garden gnome?
All right.
The cute
The
kind.
black gnome.
These are, yeah, she is.
That's true.
I didn't
These are
get that.
one of the most common gnomes. You guys would instantly know her because these are the gnomes that you're used to seeing. They do a lot of gardening, so that's how you would,
You get a cool
how people would notice them. She is a cave gnome.
Okay.
And yes. And her name is Shaheen Vizelvaden. And so the first name is Shaheen. Last name is Vizzlevaden.
Shaheen Vizelvaden.
Vizelvaden, yes.
Okay.
And she has a bandage over her head, and she is carrying her sword. She doesn't put it away.
Okay.
And you notice over her shoulder she has a spear, as well as a shield.
So I'm gonna roll up to her. I'm gonna be like, so you single? Charisma. Or is that, what is that? No, I'm not trying to persuade.
How tall
her.
is she?
That'd be charisma.
Is it diplomacy? No,
That'd be
okay.
charisma.
How tall
All
is
right,
she?
look, I'm just trying to get
Trying to
my.
get a scale, you know.
All right, so let me roll something. What did you roll?
13.
Hey, that's not bad for Vandra.
All
Man, get out of here, bro. Get out somewhere.
So that was your charisma?
Yeah.
Vandra and Shaheen sitting in a tree. SMOOCHING.
I don't think that's how that
All
works.
right.
That's
well,
a Zulu song.
Okay. So
Why did the Zulu know? Go ahead.
So she looks at you, and then she looks over at Whirl, and she's like, "Is this guy serious?" And
Oh.
and then she looks at you and says, "Yes, I'm taken, and may you pray that you never meet my beloved."
Oh my
Oh my.
Wow.
You know.
Sounds like a fine fellow.
Seems nice.
Yeah.
How tall is she?
I don't care. Apparently, I was taken by her.
I'm trying to
So I just
scale.
shot my shot and kept it moving.
All right.
That's how Vandra works.
So-
That's what it is.
Vandra's
Alright.
such a manho.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
That was out of game.
That was accurate.
She turns and she motions to the human, and he's sort of hesitant, but he does come out and roll insight.
Nope. That didn't work out for this guy.
Roll insight.
25.
Any what'd you get? No. Okay.
It was a 13.
I'm not even there yet. Hold on.
Unless you want to count that.
You are there.
Am I?
Since you didn't see
Yeah,
it,
you got
if you
one.
want to count. Since you didn't see the roll,
Yeah.
you can see that.
That's-
Boom. Yeah.
What is it?
22.
12.
Oh no, I thought that was your roll.
Oh no, that was me.
No.
22.
Okay.
You saw it though. It was a 12.
You notice, even from that distance, that his eyes are bloodshot, as if he's been crying. And when he steps out, he's a tall human, for a human. He's 6'4", very lanky. He's pale skin, very pale, and he has short cropped blonde hair. He wears leather armor that looks like it has been specifically dyed with different shades to blend with the woods. He also carries a sword, a shield, and a sling. And he comes over, and while he sees that his companions are a little bit at ease with you guys, he's still a little nervous. And Worrell, are you sure that they're not with them? Worrell says, "Oh yeah. Oh man, it's okay. You know." And
We failed that roll so hard he could read our life.
yeah.
I'm gonna get on one knee and I'm gonna do the Amani Nasalami thing again to kind of, accommodate for my 9'6"ness to kind of get down to his level and say, we're good.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Aye, Captain. Persuasion? Tell me why that's a 1!
Oh.
Because you rolled a 1.
See how
13.
persuasive you are. Should have tried to switch it around and
So
persuade
as
us.
you
it
were
was a
coming
12.
down, you actually trip,
Oh.
and you look like you're lunging towards him.
No!
So he jumps, and he like swings at you.
Oh, that's
Alright.
toughness. My investment is 38.
I would automatically just swing my bow
It's good.
at a
he-
impulse.
Roll insight.
Me too.
20.
Yeah.
27.
9 plus
25.
All right.
28.
Okay. So you guys are all seasoned enough to understand this is after battle jitters,
Yeah.
nerves, and he's not trying
Yeah.
to attack you.
Yeah, no, I get it.
He's just instinctively doing that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And his swings are wild, and so the gnome quickly steps up to him, and she does something, and the next thing you know, she's holding his sword, and he's just standing there like this.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up, put my hand on your shoulder, be like, all right, let's not try that again.
Yeah, I'm
And-
gonna
You mean more like,
I'm gonna
okay.
take a step back.
Okay, and she says, this is Omed. Omed, Worrell has said that these guys are not our enemy. And Worrell's readings are almost always correct.
How do you spell that?
I'll give you guys that in just a second.
Okay.
So,
Owned.
his name is Omed Haxon. And like I said, he's a pale-skinned youth, and he sort of sheepishly walks up. Sorry.
Ah, my
All right.
apologies. I
Well-
didn't mean to scare you.
What are you?
I'm
do you-
speaking in wood tongue.
Okay, all right. Why would you speak in wood tongue?
Because that's my general language I go to when I kind of speak to more casual races I see around Kubaiba, like
Okay.
the dwarves or the
But you know
humans.
he
Or,
speaks
All right.
Dwarven.
you know what? If he's speaking and
No,
everybody.
I was trying to give you EP. If you had said because of the way he's dressed, then I would have said great. Well, I mean, you're right. He can speak wood tongue,
Right.
but the way he's dressed,
Hey, I can
he also
understand it
speaks
now.
dwarf because he's traveling with people who are speaking dwarf.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to figure out how you were, because you were switching from a language that you knew he spoke well,
Right.
that you were hearing them speak to him to something totally different. Nice try. All
Dang
right.
it. I responded too fast.
Should have thought about it.
Okay, so
It's got to be slower than that.
so
Hold on.
Waro,
Hold on. The mic's not plugged in.
please do that.
How are you gonna
Whoa.
have an hour in and not plug in
Stop.
mine?
Or you can leave.
Wait, which one does it go on? This is blue?
Hi, ChemFem.
Yeah, all the way towards the front.
That was a nice
The
catch.
other front. The other front.
Oh,
That was a good catch, Caleb.
Yes. Yeah, it was. So,
There.
now,
All right.
fam, hopefully you can hear us. Sorry.
A
for
little bit
having
better.
Technical issues.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a user down on our
Okay.
I scared a human.
So, Waro says, "What are you guys doing out this way?"
Oh, well, we are actually tracking probably some of those bad people you run into.
Yeah, our friend made the.
Our friend made one of the, a big mistake in terms of trying to sneak up on them and decided that in the sneaking he wouldn't sneak.
And on top of that, they've kidnapped one of our other teammates.
No, that's the
him.
kid. That's the teammate they kidnapped.
No, he's talking about something different.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Man, we don't care about him.
What do you?
I'm just kidding. We do.
I don't.
This friend of yours, what is he?
Oh,
Which one?
We happen to see.
We have this,
Stitch is a winged half-elf.
yeah.
And the hand was a quite
thought he was a-
peculiar elf.
Yeah. I thought he was an elf, too.
Yeah, he wasn't all. Well,
Okay.
But I guess he's
His
considered a
mannerisms
dwarf.
were idiosyncratic.
Okay. All right.
But yeah,
Um.
some
He
elves.
read often from
Well-
a book.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about an elf, but what was the
Our-
guy you're trying to find?
He was our, our buddy, our half-elf guy.
with wings.
He's a winged
Oh.
half-elf named
Yeah.
Stitch.
Oh, okay. We have been sent out here from the city of Kabaiba.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
from Kabaiba, dude.
Are you?
Yeah. Me and my friend here, who can't understand you for some reason.
I can't understand rorgn.
Oh, okay. The one who's not talking. We come from Kabaiba. He's actually from the state. I don't know if you've heard of the.
Coinshot gamer.
You're not Coinshot, are you?
I am
The coin
Coinshot.
shots?
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Huh.
thinking Coin Guard.
And
Sorry.
who
yeah.
are you?
I'm Rasitlian Coinshot.
And he says something to Shaheen, and she goes over to Ahmed and she whispers something in his ear. And then he runs off. Okay?
What happened
Oh.
to your buddy?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
A coin shot. Well then, Waro comes up. Nice to meet you again.
Again.
Oh, you want me to shake it?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, he's not that
You
good.
should have told us that earlier. Yeah, I've been working with the coin shots for years. I don't remember seeing you,
Ah,
but
well,
I often work with the older shots of the
so
family.
he must be a friend of Camille.
I do know Camille. All right. Well, guys, why don't you come on with us? We'll go back to our camp. Ahmed there, he went ahead to get some things ready for us to have a little meal.
Oh, you got meals?
We're about to.
I got berries. Yo, I'm so glad you said
We're
that.
actually in the process of. We are finalizing, trying to bury some of our comrades.
Perhaps.
So as we walk, he'll fill you in. They had been commissioned by the Coin Guard to actually come out and survey the area. They had been hearing that there was a lot more of the goblin and orc activity out here. And so they've been out here for about 3 weeks. Well, 10 days, sorry. And
So a month.
and a month and a half. and then well, almost that, and then they were ambushed, and they have lost 3 of their members.
3, you say? Would they happen to be maybe an elon and 2 goblins?
Oh no, those were from the guys that ambushed us.
Okay.
Yeah, we if our leader was here, that outcome would have been a lot different. But unfortunately, she is off chasing down the rumored elf killer. And so we were hoping to remain hidden, but were ambushed.
We have something to with that elf killer. Yeah.
Have you
our second person that we were telling you about, the full weird elf.
The hand.
Yeah, he was, we believe, taken by the same person.
Oh, and did you? Surely you didn't fight him.
We attempted.
Well, you 2 attempted and failed.
Did not really attempt to fight them.
We attempted to fight.
Count yourself lucky, because I hear that very few that encounter him come back alive. But
very few that face Wahuru.
Challenge accepted.
Wahuru? What is this Wahuru?
Wahuru.
It's my group.
It is not his group.
I suppose we should introduce ourselves as well. We are Wahuru. We are a band of slave breakers, you could say.
No. Slave freers.
Well,
Slave freers. So you're not breaking people.
So liberators. We're liberators.
Yes. That's what our name is.
Liberators.
Yes, we break slaves.
We're
Wahuru.
breakers.
All right, and so you guys are out here to do what exactly?
Well, you could say that they made a slave out of one of our captors. Try to go ahead and liberate that guy.
Okay.
He's a little slow. Just a little bit.
Well, let's go back and if you will help us bury our companions, then we will see what we might be able to do to help you.
I'm gonna ask.
I'm gonna
tap him like on his leg because I can't do stuff.
Gotcha.
No.
Like, if he comes down, I'm gonna ask him in Wood Tongue to ask if they speak Wood Tongue because I cannot understand anything they're saying.
two questions.
Well, you have heard him speak Wood Tongue already.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Wood
then
Tongue.
I'm gonna
And
say.
so Omed understood. So you can take a chance, or you can have him ask. It's up to you.
I'm just gonna like ask Omed.
Oh, Matt's not there right
Omed's
now.
not there. He went ahead.
Dang. Then I'm just gonna ask out like, can you guys speak Wood Tongue if you know it?
Oh, forgive us, says Whirl, as he goes back between Wood Tongue and that.
Oh, that's all good.
So he's translating for himself.
Yeah.
Because he's not sure if you also speak Wood
He
Tongue.
doesn't
Yeah,
speak with tongue.
Yeah. So he's double talking.
Yeah, that's fine.
my God.
But it's perfect fluency. I mean, the accents are perfect whenever he speaks.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Think nothing of it, my little friend. And so and he of course means no offense.
Yeah. I just like that he acknowledged their level.
So
We are half.
as we go,
And yet we're still double your power. I'm kidding.
You're not.
so as we go back to the camp.
Oh, I wanted to ask something. 2 questions. How long did this take? And is my buddy back?
How long does this take as far as walking towards to the camp?
And talking to them, yeah.
I mean, it's a 15-minute.
Oh, and then walking
it's
to.
it's not far off.
But how far? Okay, since the trap, how long have we been doing this?
Oh, you mean your other thing?
Eat the cat.
No, it's probably been about 25 minutes altogether.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see out of its eyes.
Okay.
So you would have been getting information.
Okay.
As you go along.
It's still following the path.
It doesn't last that long.
Yeah.
It lasts 10 minutes.
But you would have seen that it continued on a downward path.
Yeah.
But as it was getting further down, a large animal jumped out. From the glimpses that you see, it appeared to be some type of cat, and your little cat scurried off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's not compelled to.
I don't want it
like
to
that,
fight or anything.
Yeah. Okay, so we get back to the camp, and there are 3 bodies that have been wrapped in large shrouds, and looks like they had started digging holes.
Oh,
but it was interrupted when they heard you guys.
Yeah.
And they thought that the enemy was coming again.
Yeah.
Is what Wahuru would explain. And he does most of the talking. Shaheen and Omed pretty much stay to themselves.
I want to. Okay. Well then, sure. Let's help out. Let's dig these holes.
Okay, that would be appreciated.
I'll help dig as well.
Okay. All right. So he gets down in there and starts. The 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you need?
Roll prowess.
Ooh. 25.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. 18.
It must be hot. You're a little tired. He says to you, "No problem. How about you get your big friend over there?" And he comes down and helps. So Madatopa will agree to come and take the shovel from you. And
I rolled a 1.
And Madatopa will help.
I mean, I'm pretty small, low to the ground.
Finish digging. You're good.
I wanted to roll.
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
So
I could have.
I hear you.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't use a shovel.
You can use a shovel. It's just you wouldn't be able to use as adeptly as they could.
You just have to use a halfling shovel.
Okay. So
It's a trowel. Ching Chu and soda.
all right. So
Oh, can I talk to Shaheen?
yeah.
Cool.
But okay. So while they're still digging, you want to go over?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up and be like, "Hey, my apologies for earlier. I meant no disrespect." And
I appreciate that, but if I was disrespected, you would not be here.
Dang.
Thank you for that. You are not the first to have tried to belittle my gender in such a way.
Dang. I didn't mean to do that. That was not the goal.
But I do forgive your ignorance.
Dang.
I'm
ignorant.
I'm just glad that my beloved was not here to have witnessed that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So with that, she goes over to Ahmed, and he's still,
shaking?
Needs some consoling.
Yeah.
And so the holes have been dug. They put the bodies down. In lieu of fire, they actually have this substance that Shaheen gets out of her. She has a little pouch, and she pours it over each of the bodies in an X pattern. And she tells you guys to stand back, and the bodies start to sizzle. All right, and they start to fade away. And as that happens, she does this, and the dirt starts to just cover over them on its own.
Does that look like when we took our dirt baths?
She may have been able to do that,
Yeah,
but
she
she
could've just
chose
been
not
like-
to do that.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it looks completely different.
Okay.
Seeing as we didn't dissolve.
All right. So, and then they, invite you guys to sit down and have a little meal. During the time, Worrell tells you sort of what he knows about, what's been going on.
Yeah, we'll trade info.
And he says that they would be willing to help you guys go down and possibly find the camp but that they're not going to attack those guys. You know, they just lost some people, and since their leader isn't here, they're not ready to do another engagement.
Yeah, I understand.
But we will cover, you know, if you guys get pursued and things go a little bit askew, we'll be able to help you out with that.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds absolutely fine.
Also, I have a question.
Okay.
Tell us, well, I'd like to hear more about your leader.
Our leader?
This dwarf, I assume, sounds fascinating. Interesting.
Did you say dwarf?
I assume she was a dwarf.
You think she's a dwarf? No, our leader is not a dwarf.
Oh.
But that was a nice guess. But that is not my story to tell.
Understandably so.
But I say we eat, and then it's getting a little dark, so I think we should probably get after them. I would imagine that while we didn't necessarily win the fray, we did do some damage to them. So I don't imagine that they went too far. So hopefully we can find them before too long. And Odom is great at that, so I'm sure he'll be able to pick up their trail.
Awesome. And you said Odom prepared this meal, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I want to go ahead and talk to him as well.
Ah, okay. Tread lightly, he is still very raw.
I see.
Yeah.
Understandably so. So then I'm going to, as gingerly as I can, but purposely making my presence known. Excuse me, Mr. Odom Haxon, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you said it pretty well too.
My name is Vandra. I really enjoyed.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the meal that you prepared for us. It was really good.
I'm good at doing stuff like this.
Yeah?
Stuff like that.
Yeah. That's awesome. I've actually taken an interest in cooking and things like that as well.
Really?
I was wondering if we could share recipes.
Do you? Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Awesome, dude. Yeah, how long you been doing this?
Oh, I've been cooking for a long time. I like cooking. I cook rabbit. I cook deer. I cook rabbit. I cook bear.
Yeah.
And my favorite is rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Bear.
I get it.
Yeah.
Rabbit is delicious.
And so as you're talking, Shaheen will come up to you and she'll tap you on the shoulder. Oh, thank you for your kindness. And she goes over to Shaheen and to Odom, Omed, and she'll whisper in his ear. And then his expression changes. Whereas before he seemed very youthful, like a child, now he seems very focused. And he gets up, he says, "Excuse me," and he sets off along the trail.
Okay.
And she says, he is a special child, and he was born with an ailment to the brain, but when it comes to tracking, I have very rarely seen any better. He will find the trail, and that is what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So she says we have to hurry because when he goes, he goes.
Okay.
And so anybody do an insight?
Insight. Ooh, that's a 12. 28.
Okay. You guys can see that he is almost out of sight already.
Dang. Wow.
Oh my.
Dang, he's fast.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
Go.
Alright. Oh,
So prowess. You roll prowess and you're gonna keep over there?
Right now,
minutes late.
no, because you know sort of the terrain where you're at right now, right? And you haven't gotten to the boulder stuff just yet. All right.
So now it's not, so it was night, right? That we ate.
It was not quite night. It's getting dark, so it's like the twilight, And what he's trying to do is he's trying to get you guys to them.
By dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why he's moving a little bit faster.
Question is,
yeah.
how many hours since before we encountered them? Since we fell in the pit.
Anyway, so I'm sorry. Say that again.
How many hours since we've been in that trap?
Oh, I mean, it's since you've been in the trap, it's probably about 5 or 6 hours.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I mean, now would be a good time to heal up if you have to heal up.
I have a ring that heals every hour.
Oh no,
So
I'm referring to the other member who was injured who hasn't healed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have my 100 vitality.
Okay. All right. So, please sit up. All right. So, guys, go ahead and roll prowess.
Prowess.
Prowess. 20. I rolled a 3.
I know.
On fire!
What's up with all these 12?
12.
When we get in the battle, you
I
know
know,
it's about to
I know
be
it's
a
gonna
rock.
be wild.
12.
Did you? Oh, okay. Oh, 12 total. All right.
Ooh, 23.
So,
12.
Prowess?
yeah.
6?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Worrell will drop back with you and say, I see that you're. Did you heal up?
Yeah.
Or did you not?
No.
Okay, so perhaps you should heal yourself if you can, because I'd hate for you to go into battle not at optimal condition.
Yeah, I'm not trying to use any more spells,
I'm
bro.
not really like spells or anything, but like, I don't want to waste a 3 potion, but that's a lot.
Oh, you don't have any spells? Okay, here. Do I have your permission to?
Wait, what about you, dude?
Yeah.
Just saw one real
Alright.
quick.
Didn't he just before he took more than 4 damage?
You took 10, you'll be fine.
Okay, so 16.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
excellent. No problem. Now, if you don't mind, please try to keep up.
I will.
'Cause we're not going to be slowing down.
Yep.
All right. So roll prowess.
Again?
Yes.
Prowess, the sequel. Oh, that's a 9.
And
26.
this is the part where we're going through the rocks and stuff.
23.
And
21.
what'd you get?
21.
Who did anybody get less than 20?
Can I like help him through?
Roll survival.
Nine.
Roll survival.
He's certain.
22.
Okay. So you're reaching down and you're about to hit what you thought was a solid surface, and a hand reaches out of the darkness and grabs you. And it's Omed. And he says, and he points, and what you thought was actually a solid surface is a tripwire.
Dang.
And so he says, you got to be careful.
Jesus.
Those Kushites aren't any joke. And then he just turns around and...
Okay. How about one of us carries him?
I can go ahead and carry him.
Yeah, last time I carried him, he did some other stuff, so you carry him.
Please don't do some other stuff.
One more prowess roll just to try to keep up.
Alright.
This is what we're doing now. I mean, we're down out of the hills, out of the boulders,
Right.
and we're going down further. It's getting a lot more trees.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what'd you get?
23.
25.
21.
And are you being carried?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're all good. We're moving along pretty well, and then almost out of nowhere, Omed, he just sort of steps out of behind the trees, and he says, "They're probably about 100 feet that way."
About to hit that fat stealth real quick. Yeah. It doesn't matter, it's a 31.
So he says, all right, and he leads us around where there's just a thicker crop of trees.
How close are we?
He thinks you're about 100 or so feet away. Then he goes up to Shaheen, and that youthful kid is back. Did I do well? Did I do well? And she sort of strokes his head. You did a very good job. Okay. And so then he goes and he sits in the corner. And he's just ready. And he has a sword. Okay.
Thank you.
I did well.
Alright,
Yeah.
Alright, so if they're 100 feet, we have to engage, right? Pretty soon?
Well, so Madatobas, I think instead of trying to attack, I think we should just consider a rescue mission. And so, what I would do,
Me and Belac go in, grab him.
that's what I would think.
Do we have anything
I
to keep
got
him
you,
asleep? Because we don't want to make him ruckus.
Yeah.
I would.
Do we have like chloroform or something? Just like.
But if
Well, there's a
you-
lot of them.
If you did that, then carrying him out would be a problem.
Well, we can carry him together. It just because we'd have to run out real fast.
I would not do that because if you guys do have to fight,
Well, his stealth isn't good though.
He's not the only person who can carry.
I mean, you can carry people too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
No,
but our
but
stuff sucks.
Us too.
Us
We
trying to
both
get in
have
there.
30 at least.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're good.
Why don't you fly in and then jump back out with your anklet?
No.
I'm not flying.
No,
That's how Stitch got
Alright,
caught.
no matter what, if it's a rescue mission, it's me and Belac, alright? But we just need to figure out a way to get him
Probably
out.
ask if any of them are good as stealth.
Well, they said they aren't gonna
They
go
Yeah,
won't.
in.
they're not going in.
Oh, okay.
They're just here to show us what.
I'm probably
Okay,
going.
here's what I'm thinking. I think we need a distraction.
Or
We get a distraction,
He's the tankiest.
and then
Can someone
y'all
cast
two
animal
can
sound?
stealth. Yeah.
Have one person
Well,
cast
here,
animal
guys,
sound.
if they don't know we're here, let's not put them on further alert. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking if you guys can stealth in without them knowing, maybe we can even get them out of here without them knowing.
Maybe, but I'm not
It's
sure.
gonna be a risky
we could get there and
mission.
fight. I
think
can
I
walk
can
in
pull it
like on just one of the
I
people
think I
from the
can pull it
bastion.
off.
But how are you gonna get
let's
there
just go
tired?
in.
I mean, if you guys could.
We could just
If we're gonna
in.
stealth them, we
Yeah,
might
that's
as
what
well
I'm saying.
kill
Guys.
Stitch.
Yeah, just stealth in and
Yeah.
get them.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think it
down
might
for
be
the
a risky
plan.
mission.
Okay,
I
here's
think
it.
it's
so difficult.
Y'all stealth in and get him. If it goes south, I'm gonna cast a wolf from the other side.
And
To
I would do the
distract.
same.
Right.
That's a good idea. So,
And then I'll try and like create an opening to the side so they can.
And
come
if
out.
something does go down, I'll send audible sending to someone. One
So-
of these.
Now we're gonna be watching.
why don't
Yeah, just in
Yeah,
let's-
case.
but you guys probably won't be.
hold on. Why don't we try to get within, let's say, about 60 feet of the camp? All right. When we get about there, then you guys go in.
Mm-hmm.
At the first sign of trouble,
Get out.
well, yeah, but at the first sign, if we hear anything, we'll cast
Mm-hmm.
wolves and have them attack you, like you said, from the opposite side of where you guys are going. So you guys try to go in this way and come out this way.
Alright.
Okay?
Dope. Let's roll that stealth.
Wait, go in this way and come out this way? Like,
Yeah, I mean, you're going to try, so we know where to sort of expect you guys.
yes, okay, so.
I want to roll insight to see like how the camping is set up, to see like where I could like presume where he would be.
Okay. Well, first of all, we all have to roll stealth to try to get within 60 feet.
33.
Don't touch it.
Oh my
That'd
gosh,
be
why
good.
did I roll so
It may or may not.
20, 45.
Caleb's gone.
11. I got such a high stealth roll. I'm upset about that.
No, it's not. I wasted it. I'm just walking 40 feet.
Okay. All right.
Wouldn't I probably?
So,
Wait.
yeah, that's about to, you're going to
Just
have
wait.
to stop on
Just
that.
wait. We got the same exact roll.
Oh,
It
that's
doesn't matter.
okay. What was it?
It's a 14.
14? Okay.
No, it's a 14.
Well, luckily we're only trying to get 60 feet away. So any noise that you are making could be muffled by the night sounds. It is nighttime, so what astral infusion are you guys going to be using?
Awareness.
Which one gets plus this health? It would be
I don't know. You looking stuff?
So let's go awareness.
Okay. All right.
We're doing awareness, and then
It gives a plus
2.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You
you
wanna
guys
do
are
agility?
you guys are getting +2 to awareness. Just write it to the side
Yeah,
because
but
it's
that's
not.
a
It's only
investment
just for the
and
night.
APR.
Yeah,
boost.
awareness is to hit, and I don't need an APR.
Oh, it also gives
boost.
plus RAD.
Yes.
Or investment.
And it also does.
Okay. So hey, last minute. I would recommend Rasitlian. When you go in, you cover, and Belac, you should be the one who cut his bonds if he's, or cut his lock or whatever it says.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Because if it's locked, then
If it's locked.
If it's locked, then you. But
Yeah.
if it's, I mean,
Oh wait. Do you still have the
Then I'll-
special lock picks?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
had them the whole time.
Yeah.
Then I'll stay about 10 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Just like keep one nice eye watch.
Yeah, but I'd say going in since you haven't seemed to be the better shot.
No, I'm
That's your-
saying. Yeah, but I'm gonna be 10 feet away from him.
Okay. All right.
Or
So now would be the time you might want to start rolling the insight. But first, since you guys are going to get ready, oh, and Matatopa, I'm going to take out my bow. I'm actually going to roll insight to see if I can make anything out in the camp. And I don't see much from this vantage. Okay, did you guys go ahead and roll insight?
Yeah, well.
Are you rolling inside to check out the camp?
If I'm close enough, can I roll 2?
20.
Yeah, I mean you're 60 feet, I guess, within sight.
27.
Okay. All right.
22.
Okay. You, and only you, I guess, because you're 27, right? You can tell that it seems to be a fairly hastily set camp, and you will see that there is a wounded green-clad elon, and he's being treated by a goblin male. The camp does appear to be on high alert, and there are 2 goblins patrolling the camp. And you, with your roll, you will see off to the side what you imagine might be the prone body of Stitch.
Ooh. Okay. Are the halflings still close enough to communicate?
Yeah, I mean they're still
We
they
haven't left
they're
yet.
still
Yeah, we're
at
still
60.
here.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna go ahead and. There's 2 goblins going around the sides, and I think I see Stitch over there.
Okay, all right.
And I'll let
so-
them know everything that's
So you
going on.
pointed out. So like, would I see it since he pointed out?
You would see what he did, but I mean you guys still have to stealth up there, and then as you
Yeah,
get
yeah, I
closer,
understand.
do more rolls and stuff like that. So
We'll do that. In a
Yeah.
second hand.
okay. Yep, that is a good point to break, and so hopefully we'll be able to rescue Stitch
Wait,
in 10
wait,
minutes. But hold on,
Cam
guys.
fam.
Let me, Davey, wait. I have to stop. All right, Cam fam, we're about to take a 10-minute break. We will
We'll
see you
be
back.
right
Just
back,
hold on,
Cam
guys.
fam.
Just let me.
Goodbye.
I'll be right back, Cam fam.
We'll be right back.
Hopefully they save me.
Oh yeah. Welcome, Stitch, to the episode.
You know what's funny? Stitch
Okay.
isn't gonna get the action he wanted.
The funny thing is, I completely forgot who we were trying to rescue until he said